10 देगी
Minor.
Wait,
What?
10 दी
What?
पैराशूट का
كم ده ديبو
اه देखिए भाई
لك
दलता
ده خمونجا غير شو
واپس
لا،
واپس
واپس
واپس واپس واپس واپس واپس
Going in.
نشته ديبو نشته
resurgent in Evendom and की ख्याल
ده على شاطه ده مانا
मारा यार अब्दुल्ला यार
ثانك يو ديمي
और
Thank
बॉक्स नहीं
you,
निकली यार
Thank
the
you.
ديمي
Get
يس
them early in the lane
ديمي
here.
ثانك يو
اوه ده
Useless.
بلو ده بلو تريل
كسر 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 شاطه كسر
Oh my god, oh my
That
god.
Scythe is gonna do work, but it is what it is.
आसमान से उसका
Alright,
स्लेट
here we
मड़ी
go,
वारो
team.
Ah,
Video
film
you've
देखिए
all
वाला
been
का
waiting
सामान
for.
लगा
My Dragonflight 10.0.5 add-ons in UI update.
कसर
Got a lot of exciting
One shot,
videos planned for you
Why?
guys.
down there down
Tons
there
of PvP, probably
no,
a
one shot
macros
check it, no.
video, some updated guides and
that word
whatnot.
doesn't know कि
But
पता
I
नहीं
already
किल
know
कंफर्म
this
का
is the
कसान
video that
इश्का
you guys
रिशन
want
इस
the
दो दी
most, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So my UI and my add-ons are something I've been working
Let's
on
say
for a
Pakari
while,
Masar
and something I will continue to work on. So things may look different at some point than this video, but I think that people have voiced a lot of interest in getting an update for Dragonflight, so we're gonna do that. One of the really cool things about the sort of default Blizz UI is I believe that if you guys really like this particular setup, which really isn't that hard to set up, I can send it to you via like their little import code. And there's a couple different add-ons that I can do that with, but I don't know if I can do it with all of my add-ons. So I know that I can give you the threat plates, which would be great. I know I can send it over like the actual base UI, so that'd be cool too. But and you can customize it arena. So like if for you up for this is Druid or World of Warcraft, every add-on. I just kind of dink around with it a little bit, and so I definitely encourage you guys to do that. This is a really cool add-on for arena, like where you're able to see your team's cooldown footage. Add-on that I use actually is Auctionator. This is my window right here, and I can see that this add-on. I don't think this is important anymore.
अगर आप एक स्टूडेंट हैं और एक स्नीकर हेड हैं तो ये बड़ा ख़तरनाक कॉम्बिनेशन है भाई, क्योंकि अपना शौक़ पूरा करने के लिए आपके पास सिर्फ दो तरीके। एक ये है कि 5-5, 6-6 महीने की पॉकेट मनी जमा करें, आपने डॉलर तो देख ही लिया होगा कहाँ पहुँच गया, या फिर आप चाइनीज़ नॉकऑफ्स पहने, एडिडास की जगह एडूडस लिखा है, पूमैक्स, एयर जॉर्डानो।
Base Blizz UI, you just have clean up bags. You click that button right there, and you're good to go. So don't really need that one anymore. We also have battleground enemies. So when I'm in a BG and you see all the frames on the right side of the screen showing, that has to be ambience. 1 second. I'm gonna try to find. You think that's ambience or dialogue? I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it's loud. Maybe it's dialogue because it does sound kind of loud. This dragon's constantly roaring in Valdraken. Keep it down! I'm trying to record a video, you little rascals. But yeah, battleground enemies, it'll show, it's basically like Gladius for BGs. It shows you like DRs, shows you HP, it'll show you who's carrying the flag, that kind of thing. Pretty helpful for battlegrounds. We can do the same kind of thing. We'll have a little overlay for that. Should be great. Big debuffs. Now this is an add-on that I think does require a little bit of tinkering. The thing about it is, it only shows one debuff or buff, and you can go into the add-on, I type in /big debuffs, but you can go to big debuffs and you can see like test mode. So right now it's showing this interrupt right here on the nameplate. It can also change like on your unit frame too, right? And your raid frame. So you can show like buffs and debuffs and cooldowns popped, or things that, you know, if your healer gets kicked, it'll show them that they got kicked, so you can kind of help increase your awareness for arena. Once again, a lot of different things to tinker around with here. The only issue that I don't like is that it will only show one thing. So for example, you can change the priority of offensive buffs are more important than defensive buffs. But that means that if a rogue were to pop Shadow Blades and Evasion, it would only show you Shadow Blades on the debuff side of thing right here. So then if you want to go disarm that rogue, you're thinking he has Shadow Blades popped, would be a good time to disarm, but he has Evasion up as well, so then he dodges your disarm. Kind of annoying. So that is one weakness of this add-on, and it's something that I'm going to tinker around with threat plates to try to figure out if I can make threat plates show me multiple buffs on the target without showing me like every single annoying, like wow, they have power and fortitude, or they have battle shout. Like, I don't care about the hour-long buffs, that kind of thing. I want to know like when they're popping cooldowns. So this add-on is still helpful. I still recommend it. I just don't like that it only shows you one thing. I feel like that's a weakness of the add-on, and something that I'm gonna try to like figure out for myself, and then I can share it with you guys. But what I'm showing right here are the priorities. You can kind of show which one is most important to you. So for me right now, I have it showing offensive buffs is the most important, defensive buffs is the second most important, then being immune is also important, but it doesn't really only applies to like, a couple different things. And then it interrupts, like if you kick somebody, that's actually kind of a CC that you want to track, right? So like if you pummel somebody, you don't need to Stormbolt them until your kick lockout is over, right? That's not very important, so that's good to know. But you can also change whether it shows on unit frames, whether it shows on like crowd control is fine too, but I don't really need to see crowd control so much because the tidy plates very easily covers that for me. I do want to see it on raid frames though, because if my healer's in a kidney shot or a blind, I want to be able to see that in the frame to be aware of that if I need to play defensively, or if I want to make sure I intervene before the sap hits off the blind, that kind of thing. That's good. Interesting. We can do this. Yeah, why not? Okay. Anyway, that's big debuffs. Another excellent add-on. Blizz Move is kind of a cool add-on.